So we have to start with Michael and him revealing the alliance he's been working with to you in his goodbye message. What was your reaction to that? And does that make you view him or any of the people in it differently?
Um, my reaction was I kind of called that when Monty was on his HOH, when he put me on the block as a pawn. My reaction was like, "Oh, come on, you knew that girl, and you didn't do anything about it." I don't see him in a different way. I still love and adore him, but that makes me feel better about my game and about myself, in the game, because I know that I didn't leave the house because of I was not great enough or was not a good player or something like that. It was basically because I was not part of their alliance, and that's what they're doing right now.
So you gave a big speech on the way out about how you were leaving because something else happened and that everyone would regret getting rid of you eventually. What was your intention in doing that?
Um, Clearly, I didn't know about their alliance. So my intention is always to enter and leave a place in a loving and honest way. So that was my intention. My intention was to tell them, like, to be themselves, to make the choice based on themselves. Only one person is going to win the game, and I hope that everyone that's still in the house, when they leave, they are proud of who they are, because you can just fake. It's not a lot that you can fake. So if you are faking too much, you probably are pretty fake in the outside world. And I don't think like your parents, your family, your friends will be proud of you. I believe like the money comes anyways, and it's $750,000. It is a lot, but nobody can buy my heart. Nobody can buy who I am. Nobody can buy, my honest, my loyal, how amazing I am. And I hope people in the house realize that don't put them a price tag on who you are, because at the end of the day, you're still gonna get you, no matter how far you go, and no matter what happened. So my speech was pretty much like, be the best version of yourself. So you were proud of yourself if you get the 750, or if you get it, if you don't get it. So it was pretty much my intention to leave them with peace, love, and a quiet, like, a little advice. So pretty much it.
So, in the lead up to the eviction vote, you had several house guests approach you with information, including arguments between Brittany and Joseph about whether the five swatters were outed. What was your reaction to all that action happening hours before your elimination?
I was super frustrated because the five swatters was never like my intention, or I think that it was like out and about. So especially when Kyle didn't use the video on me. So seeing that information was at that moment, I saw that that was the reason my game was being like messed up. Was pretty sad. It was pretty frustrated. Like it was a lot for me at the moment. Now I know that there's a lot of stuff like behind the scenes that unfortunately I couldn't see it. But when you are in a house with 10 other people, I'm sure there was a lot of things that I couldn't see and I couldn't feel, even if like I was in peace. Like my heart told me all the time that no matter what happened, you're gonna be okay. And I live my life in that way. Like I always want to be the center, and even if the chaos, like the bad moments are happening around me, I will be in peace. If the happy moments will be around me, I will be in peace. So even if that everything was like going around out and about, people were crying, people were screaming, blah blah blah. I believe you guys could see that I was trying to be mature and keep my peace. That's the most important thing in my life.
So clearly, you were not happy to be nominated by Taylor. And I remember you saying that you constantly defended her throughout your time in the House. How do you look back on your relationship with her and her HOH reign?
So me and Taylor, we didn't have a really big connection on the first weeks, but even that, I always defended her, and I hope you guys know that. Like the first week when she got nominated, and I approached Danielle and I told him that I was not going to vote her out because I would feel super bad if I left the house in the first week with, I think it was 12 votes. So I defended her so many other times, so many other ways. And I always like try to find a way to that I don't think anyone's 100% good or 100% bad. So even if my connection with her in the first weeks was like literally not the best, I believe that we have a better relationship right now. I was not happy with the nomination because nobody is happy if you get nominated, guys. If you get nominated, you were not happy at all. It's impossible for you to be happy. I was not happy about it. But at the same time, I got her. I was like, you know what? I know your game. I trust you, and I really want to give us an opportunity to get to know each other more and to enjoy when you were not at HH anymore, when I'm not at risk anymore. I repeat that to her so many times, and I really did defend her so many times. And I brought up information to Monty when he was the HOH to show that maybe Nicole and Daniel were more risky for his game than Taylor, because I had no idea that him and Taylor had like an alliance. But there were so many different ways and different moments that I call in my mind that I was on her side, even if I was not her closest friend. And I hope when she's out, she can see that, and she can see that I gave my best to each of them, not just her or not just Jasmine or not just Alyssa or like, you know, I'm super proud of her right now that I recall like all these things, and I really feel that she's a really good player. I'm really proud of her, and well, I hope this game goes as she planned, and that's it.
All right, so the last thing we're going to do is we're going to play a little game. I'm going to give you the name of a house guest left in the house, and you have to give me the first word or a few words that come to mind for them, starting with Alyssa.
Kind, sweet, and super emotional.
Brittany.
Right now, I'm really frustrated about Brittany, so I have no words for her.
Jasmine.
Strong, beautiful, powerful, and literally a badass.
Joseph.
Oh my gosh. Sweet. He is my best friend. I can't wait to see him. If I want anyone to come to Jerry to enjoy the house with me, it's gonna be him. So kind, strong, and a really, really, really nice guy.
How about Kyle?
Sweet, and I really, at this moment, I really see him as a person that I can trust. So, and really like, I see him in a weak way right now. I don't know if my mind will change and if things will change in my heart. But at this moment, I still have like, it's hurtful to think about how he proceeded like with me.
Michael.
Brave, amazing. I adore Michael. So strong, and he is the person that you do not expect. He's the perfect player for this game. It's like you cannot judge like him, and you cannot. There's no words for him. My heart. He is amazing. Every single thing that he does.
Monty.
Strong, really good friend. Peaceful. He's the one person that always like helped me to bring me back to who I am. He was the one that gave me a speech about like that he was proud of who I am, and even if things was going in a different direction, he would make sure that he was that friend that would remind me who I am. And he was, like, I think he's really loyal, even if that happened in the game. But I think he's a really good friend.
Taylor.
Strong, powerful, badass as well, beautiful. And at this last week, as I said, we connected different. So I think she's a really loving person.
Terrence.
Sweetie, as the name say, like, he's so sweet. He's strong. He is brave, and I love him so much.
And finally, Turner.
Super cool. I adore Turner. I really thought that we wouldn't be friends because I thought that we were so different, but we are not. So I had so much fun with him. I learned so much about him. I think he has a really good heart, and I think like his life story and every single thing that he approached in his life, it's amazing, and he's going to be able to help so many people based on who he is.